Hello guys, how's it going? AlexTheGrumpyOne here. Hope you're well. Today we've got a quick video on my new diagnostic tool that you can see here. This is from Xtool. This is D5S model. So this is a bit more basic tool for DIY people. It covers four main systems, so transmission, engine, SRS, and the ABS. So they're the main ones, obviously. It does have 15 special functions in it, which is pretty handy. And the best selling point for this tool, I would say, is it got lifetime free updates. On the most diagnostic tools, you might already know, you will need to pay for subscription after a year or two. And subscription is not cheap, but this tool is, like I said, lifetime updates. And the price of the tool is £200, but then don't forget, in the description below, you have got a link to it. And you also got my discount code for it that will help you. So do have a look at that. If you're after a more advanced tool, they got quite a wide range now as well, so do have a look. They got more advanced tools that hopefully I'll introduce to you later in my videos. But yeah, in today's video I'm going to show you unboxing, I'm going to show you demo and review of it. I'm going to plug into to my Audi TT that I've got there and just show you how quick it is and how easy the interface is and what you need to do obviously to use it. So if that's something you're interested in, tune in guys and let's get started. Alright, so for the unboxing, it's nice and easy. You got your manual on all the instructions on how to connect to the car and how to start the tool up. So obviously I've used the tool already, I've just boxed it up again just to show you the unboxing video. So here's the tool, comes with a screen protector on it already, power up button here, that's the connector for your OBD socket, and then you got the expansion here for the micro SD card. I think you can get up to 32 gigs, and then you got the charge point there as well. So it doesn't go with the camera. You just got some spec on the back there. It's actually quite good grip on it as well, so it doesn't slide out of your hand. So to power it up, nice and easy, just press and hold the power button. And obviously for you, it'll come up straight away with the process of registering the tool, where you have to put your email and register it. But it's nice and easy, just make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi or your mobile data. The rest, you got your power cable here to charge it up. And that's the OBD connector that I was talking to you about. It's long enough to make it comfortable to connect to the vehicle. As you can see, so that's all fine. That's the bit that connects to the car. That's the bit that connects to the tool. They can screw in so it doesn't disconnect. So once you've turned on the tool, like I said, you'll have to register it, connect it to Wi-Fi. And this will be the menu that you get. Like I said, it's really nice and easy to use, user-friendly. So you got the auto scan function. It's for when it's connected to the car, it will automatically find your VIN number and connect to your vehicle, or you can use your manual input as well, or go into diagnosis straight away. As you can see, this is all the vehicles they're going to have. So obviously you can save your own vehicles on here, so they're always going to be saved. Then you got American market, Asia, Australia, China, and Europe. Obviously you can also search for one if you want to, just type it in there to make it quicker. Going back to the main screen, you got OBD2. Obviously this is the quick connection. They're going to just connect on a generic way, or don't usually use this anymore. Then you got the special functions, which is, like I said, this is the main selling point for me on this tool. You got all the functions on there. You can double check in the description below as well, or on the website. So you got ABS bleeding, battery reset, really important on new cars, ECUs resets, EGR relearn, electronic parking brake. This is a very common thing that people like to use for the cars. They got electronic handbrake, so you can unwind the calipers to replace the pads. Steering reset, DPF regen. This is the oil service slide. This is probably the most common used one. So gearbox matching there as well. Then you got your suspension systems, injector coding, really handy as well, headlight adjustments, window initialization, crank sensor relearn, handy as well, TPMS reset, and your throttle matching as well to reset the throttle body. Back to the main screen, you got the updates. This is where I'll definitely recommend having your tool connected to Wi-Fi as much as you can, so you can have everything up to date straight away. It'll come up on here on the screen and you literally just press update and updates everything pretty quickly, but obviously depending on your Wi-Fi speed. I've got it all up to date now. And then you got more, which is where you can have your account. So you have a workshop as well. You can set it up for when you're printing out the reports. So you got all your details on there, so it looks quite professional. So you got the account there as well. Then you also got diagnostic reports. This is where you can check the history of what you're connected to. I've completely cleared it to start it from the beginning again. And you got the settings where you can choose the languages, the units that you're measuring in. Obviously this is where you set up your Wi-Fi. This is where you adjust the brightness and etc. Storage is here, date and time, and about the tool as well. All your details, so that's all good. So I'm just going to connect my OBD plug on there. Make sure you screw it in so it doesn't disconnect while you're working on the vehicle. Alright guys, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using my Audi TT. This is 2009 model, so I'm just going to connect it quickly and see obviously what fault codes we're going to get on there and just display the tool quickly, how it works and how easy it is to use. Alright, so in this case the connector, the OBD plug is under the steering wheel, under the dash. So I'm just going to connect it quickly. So just turn the ignition on and it should connect to the car. And also while it's connected to the vehicle, I forgot to mention earlier, all the time it's connected to a OBD port, it starts charging your tool anyway, so it keeps the battery going, so you're never gonna end up without any battery while you're working on the vehicle. Right, so the ignition is on. I'm gonna press auto scan and it should connect to the vehicle. It just tells you obviously to wait while it's connecting. That shouldn't take long. So automatic detection, there you go, I come up with all the details of my vehicle, so that's good. Just press OK now, and it's going to take me to automatic scan straight away of full system diagnosis. So automatic scan, it's going to quickly scan obviously the 4 control units. Like I said, it only talks to 4 control units on this model, but they're the main ones. So you got the engine electronics, no fault codes on there. Now it's scanning the transmission electronics, brake electronics. It's going through everything. It found the fault on the brake system, so we can go into that and you can read the trouble code. Power steering control module, implausible signal, so it gives you the fault code there as well. You can clear it here and you can create a report if you want. I usually like to create a report from the main screen when you got all the information that you need on there. So you got DTC report, shows you all the DTCs you got, or you can just press report there and it comes up with the report like this with all the details of the vehicle there already. So you can save it, put all the information you need on there, press OK, and the report's going to be saved now. So at this point, if you want, you can go to the live data in each control unit. So if you go back into you got the ECU information that you can check on there. You can clear the fault code and you can go to live data and do your channel, like you go on the VAG group, that you can select the channel, or go to custom list and you come up with everything on here. So as you can see, you can check the live data of each of your ABS sensors. So if you select, say, all 4 of them and show selected, I usually select just a few because you can get a lot quicker reading when you select just a few instead of showing like 200 different things in the same time. So now if you're going to drive the vehicle, you would have had, where it says 0 kilometers, you would have had the reading of each wheel individually, and you can check if there's any issues or any break in the system, if it's losing speed or if it's reading different speed. So ideally, if you're driving a straight line, you should have the same speed coming here. So you can also get a graph, as you can see on here, which is pretty handy, and you can expand to that. So you got the freeze frame here as well. This is usually not in this case, but sometimes it helps you to see when the actual fault happened. It does help you diagnose the issues. And like I said, you can clear the trouble code on here, so it just clears it straight away, and it comes up with no faults, obviously, until you start the car and start driving again and the fault comes back. So going back, if you do full system diagnosis, it shows you the 4 modules they can talk to. So you can go, instead of scanning the whole system, which in this case doesn't take long anyway, you can go straight to engine electronics and it connects just to the engine electronics without showing you any other things. So obviously we had no faults on there, but if you go on the live data, you got loads of stuff that you can check on the engine. So the list goes on, which is really handy. You can check the temperatures, you can double check it all. You can check the injector readings, the fuel readings, fuel pressure, which is really handy sometimes to see if the car's not starting, to check what's the pressure it's supposed to have and what's the pressure that it's getting. So it definitely got a lot of things that you can check on here that will help you diagnose the problems on your vehicle. I've started the vehicle up for you guys only because I would like to show you something that I like to check on the diesel vehicles, which is the injector deviation numbers. So this is really handy. You got all 4 injectors on here, show selected, and you can see the numbers for each injector deviation to see if the injectors are healthy or not. In this case, they're doing actually really well. If your numbers are going above 1 or 2 or -1, -2, that's when the injectors start having issues and you get misfires and etc. But as you can see here, my readings are perfect. I definitely recommend doing this as a check before you're buying a diesel vehicle, because it will give you an indication, as the injectors are really expensive to replace. But in this case, like you can see, it's perfect. Right, so back to the main screen, guys. I just want to show you obviously the special functions, and this is where like for instance, if you're trying to do a service reset, you can go on there and you obviously have to find Audi on there and connect to it, and it will take you through the steps on how to reset the service light. Obviously make sure the ignition is on your vehicle and go to automatic detection as well. It will be the same for the other things that you can do on there. So you got oil reset, and this will take you through all the steps they need to go through, automatic settings, and you select minor or major, and then they're gonna give you the data and reset your service light and also the maintenance lights, because on some of them you can reset them on the vehicle using the buttons, but another one you can't, and you can do it on here. So that's pretty easy. And like I said, this will be the same for all the other things that you got on here. To reset them, it's nice and easy. You just literally just choose the vehicle that you're working on. Same for the injector coding. You go on there, find Audi again. Go on past it. There you go. There's Audi. Connect to it. You can spend hours on this diagnostic tool. There's lots of things you can do, which is pretty good. But you got injector matching, and obviously you'll connect. It shows you all the numbers. I know you only got 4. We're going into number 1. You're going to need to write the code and then press OK, and it will code it. While we're here, guys, I don't want to make the video too long. I just want to show you the reports, where they go. So there you go. That's your report that we've done a scan on the faults. Just open it up again, and from here you got that fault that you had. And if you want to save it as PDF, you can do it on here, or you can share it as email when you connect it to Wi-Fi. So just choose the email. Right, guys, so here we are. I'm not going to make the video too long for you so it doesn't get boring, because you can go through a lot of stuff on there, especially live data and special functions. But in this case, I showed you as much as I can. And yeah, like I said, personally for me, really easy to use, very affordable, lifetime free updates. That's really bonus, and all the special functions. Personally, for what I do, I would mainly buy these for the special functions and the lifetime updates, because it keeps them going forever. Obviously, yeah, limited for units they can talk to, but there are 4 main units, which is pretty handy. But like I said, if you want something more advanced, please do visit the website that's in the description below and have a look at the other tools they do on there, because hopefully, like I say, I will show them in the future. But yeah, personally I would be happy with this. Really easy to use, you can't go wrong with it. And yeah, if you find the video helpful about this, do comment below, let me know. Or if you need any more information, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.